It just really frustrates me when people say, oh, you worship Mary, but it's like, you are not Catholic. You don't know what Catholics believe, and you're going off this false premise of what Catholics do believe. We don't worship Mary.
When you talk about Our Lady, I want to smack you silly. Okay, I will knock your braids loose.
Catholics aren't Christian and they worship Mary. Well, actually, I think that you should just...
So over the last few days, I've been reading through an older book called The Glories of Mary, which captures a lot of what the early church writers and what others were saying about Mary, their different prayers to Mary, how they saw Mary, including that she is our refuge, she was our sweetness, she is the way that God dispenses his grace to the church, to believers. All throughout, when you're reading it, it paints this picture that Jesus is this cold, distant figure, and that Mary is very compassionate, very merciful and loving, and will come to the most out and out sinners and help them, bring them to Jesus, because of course Jesus is too preoccupied. Calling this woman the Queen of Heaven, the wife or the spouse of God, is complete heresy. None of the early church would have taught that. Jesus surely didn't treat his mother that way. Then you have people today claiming that Mary visits them in their dreams, or there's different Marian apparitions that are happening. Then you have a prayer from Saint Methodius who says that we are all debtors to God, but God is a debtor to thee, talking about Mary. Then you have Saint John who writes, I salute thee, O Mary, thou art the hope of Christians, and places in thee all the hope of his salvation. If I was to ask you, who is the all-holy one? Anybody who's reading their Bible and knows the scripture would say, well, the all-holy one is God himself. Holy, holy, holy. But in Roman Catholicism, in the Catechism paragraph 2677, the all-holy one is Mary. And then if I was to ask you, what is the example for us Christians for holiness? What is the model and the source of holiness? Well, a Bible-believing Christian would say it's God. But to a Catholic, it's Mary. We see this in the Catholic Catechism, paragraph 2030. The source of holiness is the all-holy Virgin Mary. And these are just a few examples of how Roman Catholic theology deifies Mary. In fact, the Mary of Roman Catholicism is not the Mary of the scripture. They have created for themselves a woman and set her next to God. As Christians, we need to be in the Word. We need to be studying it in context so we are not deceived. And the best way to do that is to know the Bible in chronological order. And that's why I created a book-by-book, high-level overview summary through the entire Bible in the historical order the biblical events actually took place, with extra historical backgrounds, insights from a Jewish perspective like typology and prophecy, and so much more. It's not a course and it's not something you pay for. It's just a 1-hour summary where you and me go through the entire Bible. So if you want that, comment summary below and I'll send you the details.